Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, Tiffany. How are you doing? Hello, Chevalier. I still don't know how to say that. Am I right? Is it Chevalier? 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 Ish Valeur? Chevalier? Chevalier? I'm pretty sure I said it right the other day, but hello, Thyrus. What's going on? What I can't wait for is to see. Actually, now I think about it, I should probably ask. Yeah, I'll ask before putting my question out into the wild. I'm assuming I'm about to get a DM on Discord or something. Oh. Oh, okay. It's a K sound. Okay. Um, I shall attempt to say that when... What am I doing just walking around in circles? I'm gonna go queue up for... What level am I? 76. I'm gonna go queue in for MSQ. Um, and then... I was gonna do a thing. What was I gonna do while I waited in queue? I don't remember. My voice is very, very raspy today. Not raspy, but very... there's a word for it. It's croaky, but not in, like, the bad way. It's very... I kind of like it. I have been talking all day, so that's probably why. I've had, You know, I should probably actively finish Shadowbringers. Let's do that. Because this would unlock, Ruin is representative, or, like, the poetics... The poetic trade, right? Why is this Aetheryte so high up? Um... I've got 7 minutes left in the queue. Well, like 5 minutes left in the queue, but I am at role waiting list number 1. Concerning. Just in case, I'm gonna drop out a queue to do this. Because I should, you know, finish this quest.
By your deeds has the blinding light been banished from these skies, and the Sin Eaters driven to retreat.
So it's Ecavalia.
Although our many hurts will be years in the mending, I have faith that this world and her people will one day be whole once more. With no rejoining in prospect, the Source need no longer fear the coming of an 8th umbral calamity.
Sweet. I shall probably call you Eka. For that will be easier.
The future from which you came will no longer come to pass. Yet here you still stand.
So I do. I wonder if that other age continues onward somehow, cut adrift from time's flow. Or have I simply etched myself a place upon this new block of history? Either way, this is an unexpected development. As the summoner of your souls, my death was meant to release you back to your world.
Oh no.
Yet I am very much alive, and you are still stuck here in the first.
Knights and Magic? I have never heard of it. Which is amusing? Interesting? I watch a lot of anime, and I've never heard of that.
Good smell. Flavor.
I believe I speak for us all when I say that we are happy to postpone our return if it means your life is spared. We will seek out another way.
Besides, I never had any intention of rushing home. There are people here I still need to thank, and this means I might actually have time to do so.
Isekai mecha anime.
Yet we dare not neglect our comrades in the Source.
That's likely why I've never heard of it or watched it. I'm not big on mecha. Let me Google it quickly.
Mistress Tataru, to name but one, will be most anxious to know how things stand with us.
So, you'll just have to make the journey alone for the moment. Be sure and give a full report to our fellow scions, will you? Oh, and we'd also appreciate any news you can bring us from back home.
Yeah, this looks cool, but it doesn't look like something I would watch.
No reason to delay. I can open the path from here.
I imagine we each have matters demanding our attention, so let this be a farewell for us all. Send word when you've resummoned our friend. Oh, and do try to ensure he arrives within the city next time.
Go, Seribot, go.
Of course. I shall strive for utmost accuracy. No strange forests or unplanned passengers, I promise.
It's a shame that she won't be able to come with.
I'm a little relieved, to be honest. I would have been terribly lonely if everyone had suddenly disappeared.
Hello, Graham. How are you doing?
But I understand that you have to go. Safe journey, warrior of darkness. I hope to see you again soon.
Just a moment while I attune the portal. Then you can be on your way. When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand
Grafit!
as the heroes of Eld. But like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short. And then one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me in the flesh.
What does Discord Nitro get you? He does have his dogs out.
A hero who looked at the horizon and beyond and saw I knew not what. All I knew was that I would give anything to stand at that hero's side.
Oh. Well, you can't come back to the source.
It was so easy.
That's sad.
The glory of the heavens was ever beyond the grasp of those who never thought to reach for it. But if I have gained anything from all of this, it is the courage to stretch out my hand. Do you hear me, Grahatia? This is no time for sleeping.
But you are Grahatia. Wait, are you calling out to yourself in my timeline? Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace in the Source.
To the west gate. I want to know what's happening there.
This is a lot more than I expected just to finish off the quest.
Same as the others. Struck down with a single blow. An unfortunate day to draw guard duty.
Oh, this is after Zeno broke in.
Forgive me. These were your people.
We took advantage of this slaughter to slip into the palace. It is not for me to grieve them.
What?
That was the Emperor. Wait!
Don't be trying to rescue the Emperor here. Is the Emperor dead?
Your Radiance!
Gaius, you've missed your part in this, I'm afraid.
Oh, did he get his body back? That sounds way more like Xenos than, Elidibus. Elidibus?
Identify yourself, demon!
You were hoping for the Ascian? The Craven shed this skin and fled, rather than face me. A pity. I was looking forward to crossing blades with myself. But I cannot deny the feeling of satisfaction. Body and soul reunited at last.
What now? The game continues, but the pieces have changed.
Only trust in a paragon's words. A mistake I do not intend to repeat.
Are you just gonna die now?
He speaks the truth. Elidibus is gone. Tore a hole into the rift. Xenos, my foolish, greedy son. Was a second life not enough? Was the Empire too rich a prize to ignore? True freedom for our nation, our people, will never be won by a spoiled princeling. The burden of this throne is beyond you.
'Tis you, father, who have struggled with this burden. Simply holding the Empire together has occupied your limited faculties.
Fuck, this dude was Emperor for like, what, a couple of weeks or some shit?
But you may take comfort in knowing that I have no intention of pursuing your tedious agenda. Nor am I interested in ruling over the Empire's lands. I came only to remove that which ruins my sport. I will not have my prey stolen by your petty wars and cowardly weapons.
Yeah, I know there's no clear time frame, but I know it. I also know it has not been that long overall.
You would kill me just for that.
This is the change that has been wrought because how does that even work? Because, like, I guess if the rejoining had happened, if the rejoining has happened, Emmett Selk would be here rather than in the first, which would mean he would, like, in Grahatia's timeline, like in the Crystal Exarch's original timeline, that means that Emmett Selk would be here if the first had completed its rejoining, which him and Elidibus would have been able to stop this from happening. Theoretically. So that's why the change in the timeline change and why the fucking Black Rose doesn't happen. But if the rejoining, but the catalyst for the rejoining on the source was the Black Rose, but this is what's stopping the Black Rose from happening, because it coincides. Timeline fluctuation things, because like the rejoining has to happen at the same time as an event on the source. For instance, during the last one, it was Bahamut going crazy. Which was put into effect by that Garlean dude. I forgot his name. But I imagine if the rejoining had happened, and like the rejoining had gone to plan, Elidibus and Emmett Selk would have both been present in this situation, which means that this event of killing the Emperor wouldn't have happened, and they would have deployed the Black Rose. Which would have caused the actual rejoining itself to happen. But because the stuff in the first wasn't going to plan, Emmett Selk was in the first and not here. And then we killed Emmett Selk, so... yeah, they would have completed their schemes. But I'm just trying to work out, like, what the knock-on effect is for this instance right here, and I believe it is the presence... specifically the absence of Emmett Selk in the scene is what is changing this quite a lot.
I need no other reason. Any and all who interfere with my hunt heard the Ascians speak of Zodiac and Eidolon. Even the will of this star is but a construct of our own making. We shall gorge upon their strength, and then, my friend, our contest shall begin anew.
So I imagine in... Oh, bye guys. I imagine that in the original quote-unquote timeline, Elidibus retained Xenos' body and they were able to, like, win that fight because there was 2 of them there. Maybe. Which is what has changed this process. It's really weird, like, on how the rejoining happens with 2 seemingly unconnected events. Because the rejoining has to have the imbalance of mana on the shard. And also the actual, like, causes need to be orchestrated on the source as well. Fuck, this is some big brain schemes the Ascians are doing to actually make these things work. I guess that's why the first one... Yeah, that's... Yeah, Black Rose may have already been deployed because Emmett Salk was in the source for it to happen. That's maybe why the first one failed when they were, like, because it was through their own things. They may not have timed it right, when they created the Void. So they may have, it sounds like they may have just created the issue in the fragment. The shard, the fragment, what is it called? I forget what they're called. In the 13th, but they may have only just caused it there and not created a joining event in the source for it to connect to, which is why it just kind of imploded in on itself rather than actually doing anything. Hello, Materia and Raiders. I'm currently doing bullshit theory stuff. Stuff that I honestly would not be surprised if the game just does not have an answer to. Like, it just never addresses. How are you doing? How is your stream? Hello, hello? What's my lowest level? Ninja. Ninja will be the one that has the least chance of leveling out on this. Ninja. I'm just finishing off this little quest before I go into doing stuff. He's fucking ignoring me. But... Oh, did she make you do the thing? Shato, is it really you? But when we didn't think you'd be back for ages. Would you rather I went again? Oh dear, don't be daft. I just can't believe you're actually back. We heard the good news from your pixie friend, but nothing compares to seeing you in the flesh. As for the situation on this side, the Imperials are still eyeing our forces from afar. From what I'm told, the Gallian armies have been slow to react, and seem reluctant to commit to any large-scale engagements. It's an odd sort of stalemate. Otherwise, we've yet to see any sign of that awful Black Rose weapon we were warned about. Oh, but I suppose we did call in an old friend to help out on that count. Kryle and I had a terrible time tracking him down, though it will be worth it to see the look on your face when you find out who it is. Anyway, I was just about to make contact with this helper of ours, and then confirm the latest news from the front. Might you fancy having a rest while I do? The Warrior of Light, back where he belongs, just as if nothing had happened. Though, you do seem different somehow. You'll have to tell me all about your adventures when we next have a spare moment. Until then, welcome back. Little Grahatia. The moon! Oblivion has claimed him. Emmett Selk, gone. La Habrea, gone. I alone remain, last of the unbroken. Once more, I am moved to reevaluate the potential of these tattered souls. Ah, Xenos, never did I dream you could overpower me so completely, possessed as I was of your body, and all its uncanny strength. And now that I have shared with you the truth of this world and its reflections, who can predict now how events will unfold? Not I. Emissary. What poor jest that title has become. The flow of history has become muddled, its currents wild beyond my capacity to direct them. You have wrested the advantage, Heidelin. The thieving hands of your disciples tightened their grip on our star. The origins of the world remain hidden, and its inhabitants ignorant of their broken existence, just as you and your creators desired. They celebrate the gift of imperfect life, uncaring, unknown, as we weaken and fade. What, do not imagine yourself rid of us. Though your champion has indeed proven the most egregious obstacle to our ascendance, a barbed thorn in my side, he may yet be removed and cast into the abyss. Yes, it can be done. I will keep these heroes mired in the first, and victory will be ours at last. Mired in the first. Warriors of darkness now, are they? Then their fate is decided. They shall meet the same end as those who came before, death at the hands of warriors of light. Oh, you're exploring the blinds, or whatever it was called. It seems you were right. Yes, there is something out there. That would mean crossing arms and arms of this infernal emptiness, which is rather unhealthy for living creatures as I understand it. Even were we to restrict ourselves to brief forays, I don't like to imagine the effect it would have on our ether. But you still want to go, don't you? We may have saved the world, but we haven't reclaimed it. When you put it that way. What choice do we have? Well, of course I'm going with you. That's what family's for, isn't it? Come, let's head back and prepare for this mad journey of yours. Thank you, Thancred. The fuck was that? Through blazing skies give ways to gentle light. What hand can end the war of dark and light? Trust parties unlocked. You have unlocked the trust system. Trust allows you to repeat previously completed main scenario missions. Dungeons with a party of NPC avatars will gain XP and level up in accordance with their duty participation. To bring up the interface, select Trust under Duty from the main menu. For more information, please refer to the help found within the interface itself. Furthermore, bolstered by your experience in the first, you are now able to accept new quests from job-related NPCs in the source. In order to access them, following conditions must be met. Reach level 80 in a given job, complete the relevant level 70 job quest, complete the associated role quest line. Quest locations and other details can be reviewed in a level 70 job quest journal entry. In addition, quests to unlock new content have become available in the Crystarium. Rest well, Warrior of Light and Darkness, for 2 worlds of adventure await your return. That's kind of cool. Wait, so you want... I need to go to... back to the Crystarium while having the minion equipped? Why is this aetheryte so high? Oh, a chateau. What brings you to the first? Another adventure, perhaps? Mayhap? Show him your wind-up Graha, dear. Wind-up Graha. What in the world is this? A gift from Tartaru, you say? A mammoth inspired by a certain Archon, created to fund the expedition to the Circus Trench. Passing strange. I never had the pleasure of meeting Tartaru. That being the case, I can only assume the idea for the subject matter came from another. Could it be Master Galuf or Kryl, perhaps? No, wait, Rambros. It must be Rambros. Behind his somber countenance there hides a playful streak. I can fair see him grinning as he imagines how it would react should I stumble into this mammoth somehow in the future. If truth be told, I know not how to feel when I behold it, but if nothing else, it tells me that they are well, Rambros and everyone, and for that I am glad. That was cute. Okay, back to the rest of what I was going to do, which is join a trial. This is not a trial, the MSQ stuff. Where is, I'm assuming, in the Crystarium, near the Aetherite Crystal. Oh my god. Cat, you look so happy right now. You look so happy. You really love that heater, don't you? I swear, it's on for you more than it is for me. There you are. Hold on, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna show you what she looks like right now in front of this heater. There's a dungeon? Oh, I turned my Wi-Fi on my phone off, that's right. I need to turn that back on. Is this working yet? There we go. Okay. Just wait for that one. There we go. OBS. These photos always... The photos are so high resolution that they, like, end up just being huge on my OBS screen when I try and bring them in. Here we go. She's like half asleep there. Her eyes are open, but... Look at that. Look at that. He's just laying in front of that heater like that. She's so happy about the heater. Oh yeah, she is so happy about that heater. Look at this face. She is so happy. Alright. Yeah, that's right. I was gonna look at what you got. And how many poetics do I have? 1.3. Damn, we're going up to 530. Soulsborne gear. What? Oh, Crypt Lurkers. I see. That's not a fucking spear, what the fuck? Yeah, this isn't Bloodborne shit. Wait, this is for Dragoon? This is like the lightest armor I've ever seen a Dragoon. Yeah, this is some definite. I see the Soulsborne stuff. I'm not gonna pick any up yet. Yes, a fairy. Okay. Can our queue pop soon, please? We're 7 minutes past this. We're 7 minutes into a 6-minute queue. That did say 5 minutes when I joined. Hop, 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 hop. Because I've done all the Aether Currents here, haven't I? Yeah. Yes, I did all the Aether Currents yesterday. Well, we're 8 minutes into the 7-minute queue. That's a 7-minute queue now. I feel like this should have popped already. No one's doing MSQ roulettes at the moment, apparently. Just while I have most people here at least, this will probably be a shorter stream than usual tonight. I am tired. I did not sleep very well last night after my stream, and I ended up playing D&D literally all day. I thought it was meant to end a lot earlier than it did. But it did not. It is great that I can have semi-regular 10-hour D&D sessions though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, 10-hour D&D sessions though can be can get a little brutal. Great fun though. Here is another image of the cat currently, as she is very asleep now. Look at that sleepy thing. She has stuck her head up now, and she looks very confused. She's looking around everywhere. What are you looking for? You okay, dear? Oh, that popped. Let's go. Ultima, 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 Ultima. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. So yeah, today will probably be only like a 2-hour session or something. I'm absolutely fucked. Ba-da-da. Maybe 2.5 or 3 or something. Backflip. I absolutely hate that they removed my backflip. It makes me sad. Extraordinarily sad. How could they do this to me? Backflip. By the way, just as a random note for how fucked my D&D sessions are, my DM was like an absolute fucking inch away. Not during this session, but the session I had last week. From giving me and another character just, like, leveling us straight to 20. The whole party is level 12 at the moment. He was so close to just giving the two of us just straight to level 20. Backflip. Ah! Hypex. I'm perfectly fine with it. I just scream back at you. Honestly, I thought it was Graham for a sec. I thought I'd missed Tiffany making the sound. Oh, I'm sorry. I disturbed you. How are you doing, Pix? Are you saying that the MSQ didn't pop? Oh, and Mentor, okay. Nice. That's a good amount. Mentor roulettes generally don't take very long to pop, do they? You know, if it weren't for the fact that the MSQ roulettes give really fucking good XP, I would never do them just for risk of getting Praetorium. What's Thorn March? Have I done Thorn March? I obviously haven't done the extreme version, but... Ah! King Moogle. I do not remember that fight at all, I just remember the music. The music was amazing. But as for the fight, I do not remember it at all. Is Ramu EX difficult? I got stuck on the edge. A lot of these things seem to be, if tank doesn't know what they're doing, it's a full wipe. I'm definitely not a competent thing. When it comes to like mechanics for like bosses, I fucking wing it so hard. I'm just like I'm just like I'm just gonna run my head at this until I work out what the fuck's going on. And then I'm gonna keep running my head at it until it dies. Usually there's a healer there to pick me up. Ba-da-da-da-do-do-do-do. Cutscene, cutscenes, cutscenes, cutscenes. So many cutscenes. Ba-da-da. Cool. Now I walk into the next thing of cutscenes. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Oh. I do apologize for me being very, like, out of it, like I said. Some of you were not here when I said it, but I am extraordinarily tired. I didn't really sleep that well, and I was busy all day. Doing things. You right there? Cat just jolted like she got a fright from something. She fast asleep. Immediately. Nope, nope, she stuck her head back up to look at me. Where are the eyes on that helmet? Oh. I never thought about it, but where the fuck are the eye holes on that helmet? I don't see them. Oh, there they are. Kind of? So, I'm a little annoyed. There's a model that I was kit bashing some time ago for Warhammer, and I got really unmotivated for it, so I put it away. But now I want to finish the model because I want to use it on the table. I can't fucking find it. I have looked everywhere where there might be a model. I cannot fucking find it. What thing did you do? Is this what you were asking? Is this what you needed to ask Conju about? I'm very curious about whatever that was. Oh! Yes, she did say that you made her exercise. That exercise is so funny though, that video. A lady day? Was that meant to be lazy day, or is lady day a thing? I don't know what a lady day is. Oh! No, I gotcha. I've just never heard it called that before. I gotcha. Yeah, no, I got it. I think. I probably got it. So what was the thing before that you were, like, talking to yourself about and needed to... had a question for Conjo about? Does that have anything to do with me? I don't know why you were saying it. It sounded like it had something to do with me. which makes me a little concerned. But you need to wait for Conju's reply. But no, yeah, I got it. I've just never heard it referred to that before, so it just didn't click for me immediately. It's not a phrasing I've heard for it. Oh, okay. I haven't been on for a little bit. I'm waiting for Rich to maybe fix the mod issue that I was having. Because I'm kind of already halfway into that system, so if possible, I'd like it to work. Eh. I'm jump scared by how bad Sid's voice is every time I hear it. I don't want to be mean to this voice actor, but oh my god, this is bad. For whom do you fight?
Do you believe in Eorzea?
No, it's not real. It's a fake place.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing.
Oh, it's not a real place, so, you know.
In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely...
See, that sounds ridiculous. It sounds like something from a made-up place.
Strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were protectors.
Good smell. Flavor.
You're so mean. Ow!
They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise.
So mean.
For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
I thought it did happen earlier. Maybe not.
Come, champion of Eorzea. Face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule.
Ba 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 ba. 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 This is what he sounds like. Ba 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 ba. That wasn't the right one. That's the right one. Ba 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 ba. Stand here. Oh, we actually got him down to 1 hit point before he split. Nice. Hell, welcome back. Where did you go? Where did you come from, and where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I should probably stand here. You know? Calm down. He just fucking died afterwards. I haven't seen that before. That was funny. No? But where did you go? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. What was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. I was leveling stuff, that's right. Alright. Let's start a new class. Let's go for the poll button. Class. You would like to point that you used an older term for TOS sake? Oh, venereal disease, yeah. Vote for your class. What class am I doing? Just as a note, Smack Smack Tank is specifically warrior. Or Marauder? Is that what it's called? Marauder, for the actual class. I'd also like to point out that I specifically did them like this, only because I couldn't spell pugilist. This is the last 3 ARR classes that I have to do. Oh, vote's about to run out. The vote is ending with a victory for a tie. Well, now how are we going to resolve this? We've got a tie between Smack Smack Tank and Boom Boom Spellman. Okay, I'm gonna do another poll. I've got to do another poll. But I'm going to uncheck the additional vote button. So everyone's going to vote normally. It's still going to be a fucking tie. It's only between 2. And then we hit this button. Wait. No, hold on. I did it wrong. Delete poll. I gotta uncheck the allow additional votes button. There we go. Now the poll's going. We've got a new poll for picking my next class. It's between the tie that I had on my last one, and no additional votes this time. Voting isn't cool anymore? No, we're not voting? It was a tie again! I knew it was going to be a tie again. That's kind of great, honestly. That's true. I should probably flip a coin. Alright, I have a coin on my desk. Alright. Heads is Marauder. And you're gonna have to trust me on which way it lands. You're gonna have to trust me. Heads is Marauder, tails is... Siri has a coin flip command? Okay, we'll do that. Heads is Marauder. And tails is... Thaumaturge. I don't have a dice on my desk. Oh, I do actually have a dice on my desk. I have a D10. Alright, it has... The first one who did it... Yeah, okay, so coin flip has happened at tails. So that means it is Thaumaturge. Thaumaturge is level 0, indeed. Thaumaturge is in... Uldar? Uldar. Bomb. I should probably use the Aetherite. Thaumaturge's Guild. Why am I learning the class 12 times? Does it change that drastically as you play it? He's fine. We'll have fun with it. I'm just starting it off today anyway. Like I said, today's gonna be a little shorter just because I am very tired. Welcome. I can't do any voices today because my voice is so, like, bubbly and raspy, and I don't know what the correct adjective to describe what my voice is doing right now, but it's very... It's almost like I'm speaking with tiny bubbles in my mouth. But yeah, so... No voices today. Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guild. Unless the voices were like this. Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here, friend. Yes, this tiny thing sounds like that. Within these hallowed halls, the art of devastation are taught. Primeval magics, with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield the power of thaumaturgy, I urge you to seize this moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. Fireball. There truly was no other answer, was there? Lean closer now, and I shall whisper to you the thaumaturgy's beginnings. The nation of Uldar inherited its traditions from ancient Beladia, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of these illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Naldthal, who have then passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funeral rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we now know as thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse the corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. The Dwemer employed in preparation of the dead are equally efficacious. That's not efficacious. Something. When applied to the living. Thus did our guild thrive. In the depths of Arzaneth Ossuary, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, the divine arbiter of the afterlife. What say you then, adventurer? If you would plumb the abyssal depths of thaumaturgy, let our learned sages guide your descent. But before you leap into darkness, you must prove to our guild masters that you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which waits therein. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word. Well, adventurer, will you join our guild? Or do you presume to ignore the urgings of impatient destiny? A wise decision indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of fundamental thaumaturgical principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would, if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you should just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guildmasters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house, though they all wield the supreme authority. It is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Master Coco. Kokobi? Kokobugo, I believe. Why don't you know? Kokobuko. Oh, they're all Coco. Kokobani, Kokobigo, Kokoboha, Kokobezi, Kokobuki. I think I like Kokobuki the best. Why are you the only one with the Guildmaster title? Who? What? Oh, Thal's teeth. Man, did your mother never tell you not to startle a thaumaturge? Look at that expectant face. Kokobuko, this gentleman is obviously a new applicant for the guild, seeking an audience with our eldest brother. Prelate Yayake. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites for the virtuous fallen, but the simple task of keeping our names straight ever seems beyond her grasp. Well, I for one find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, good sir. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our Simpson Kokobuki with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Thal has led to us a new aspirant? Ah, Kokobuki. Were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I am Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest of the 5 masters of Thaumaturge Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield Thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceed the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence. The Thaumaturgy calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorcerous teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of Thaumaturgy's secrets, for advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Yes. A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Ashato. Let us mark your initiation with 3 eminently practical gifts. My first gift to you shall be an addition to your hunting log, the names of such enemies that will prove suitable for your training as a thaumaturge. The second and third gifts are the scepter and shield, instruments you shall need to focus the destructive force of your will. Did you believe your initiation over, my dear disciple? We have only just begun. Take your new weapons in hand, and I will set you forth upon your first trial. Thank you. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. What? My voice cracked really badly there. This one? Yes. And I'm naked! And a shield, which goes there. And then I guess it lists to new to make the thaumaturge. And then I put some pants on, hopefully. Pants. And I am shirtless now. As is always when I start up a new class. Oh, you're over here. The susceptible well complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now, we shall complete your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star mammoths, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorcerous might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. Blah, blah. Which gate is that? There it is. Steps of Nald, Gate of Nald, Gate of Nald. Oh, it does a thing if I click on it. This is helpful. Do 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 do. Okay. Blizzard. 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 Damn, I was kind of assuming that, like, I was just gonna get one immediately, but I guess not. Oh no, I have a gauge. Let me get that gauge out of the way. Okay, hold on, let me read this first. Astral Fire and Umbral Ice have special status effects which allow thaumaturgists to continuously deal devastating amounts of damage while still conserving their MP reserves. Casting one of the fire spells gives the thaumaturge the effect of Astral Fire, which increases the potency and MP cost of further fire spells. At the same time, it lowers the potency and MP cost of blizzard spells, but prevents the natural or spell-assisted gradual restoration of MP. Conversely, casting one of the blizzard spell gives the thaumaturge the effect of Umbral Ice, which decreases the MP cost of ice spells and recovers MP upon landing an ice spell. At the same time, it lowers the potency of MP of fires. So, spam ice spells, better mana. Spam fire spell, bigger damage. As the thaumaturge progresses in level, the number of Umbral Ice and Astral Fire effects that can be stacked at once time increases. The larger the stack, the more powerful the effect. Learning when to switch between fire and ice is key to being successful in extended battles. Okay. HUD layout. But you... there. And then... Un momento, sorry. There we go. Fire! 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 I don't need you anymore. Fire! Oh, my next ice spell is just fucking free, okay. Fire! Fire! But it also stops the natural regeneration of mana. But I leveled up, so it doesn't matter. What does this one do? Swaps Astral Fire with a single Umbral Ice, or Umbral Ice with a single Astral Fire. What? Okay. I don't understand. There they are. Oh, okay, so I can go... So I can hit that button. And then cast... Fire? No, okay, I see. So I've got fire at the moment. Then I hit that, and then I'm in Astral Ice, so I can hit the Blizzard spell. Ba-da-da-da. And then go to the Thaumaturge's Guild. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished his foes. Shato, I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality with the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Ether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures, to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so too shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when you next crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you should know the time has come for you to visit me once more. Right now. Cool. Hi. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned thaumaturge Eorzea. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise the exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our arts must contend. The first chapter, the threat of intimacy, falls within Bugo's purview. It is only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. What? That don't make sense. What has intimacy got to do with this? Ah! It sounds like Graham when Tiffany does the sound. Oh yeah, I'm not crying about anything anymore. Thank you. I forget to turn that off sometimes. Quite often, actually. Yes, Oshato. I've been expecting you. Allow me to read to you the pertinent passages from the opening chapters of Eorzea's guide. Ahem. The threat of intimacy, on how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fist or sword or spear, but the burly warrior waxen fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bone, blades slide through flesh, and spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat, and stand you apart from such men. The last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit or stabbed, or worse, you have the devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus the wise thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther the better. Now, let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Fafafono. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop, so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Ashato, we pay him in sorcery-blasted bird flesh. Cool. I don't see it here, so it must be... No? Oh, the Silver Bazaar's out here. Okay. My bad. One moment. Okay. Well, I love the noises this thing makes so much. Oh my god, it's speed. I've been doing so much without being able to move fast. It's so nice. Yeah, I might as well kill these things while I'm here. What's this one do? Thunder! Bam! Okay. Ah, so I get a bonus for thunder. Okay. Can I recast one of the effects granting when the user astral fire? Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. So now I use a fire spell, which puts me to neutral, and I use another fire spell, which puts me here, and I do thunder. And then I do another ice spell, which puts me to neutral. Then I do another ice spell, which puts me into ice, and then I do thunder. Then I do another fire spell, and it dies. Then I do another fire spell, which puts me into neutral, and then I go BAM! I got an ice spell. Then I do another ice spell. Then I go BAM! Then I go fire spell. And then I go fire spell. And then I go BAM! Cool. That's cool. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I step away. And then I murder the vulture. Which is this way. Oh, I haven't spoken to the Chocobo Keep here. Not that the Chocobo Keeps are relevant ever. You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee, then. Have that. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you out to our bazaar this fine morning? This gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon. And that's the not sort of flesh I've tasted for, you understand. My brothers, not again. He's another brother? It's the... I got a thing spinning around me. Welcome back, Oshato. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears to be unshredded. It is truly the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier tasks, if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy slashy bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist, distressed by my deadly downpour. Alliteration. We thaumaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Oshato, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. Here's he is. So it's true, Buki. Don't try and hide from me, Bugor. It's or you, Barney, or you, Bezzy, or you, Boha. Bygo, Bygo. Cocobusi. Cocobusi. What are you doing here? You promised. You promised you would teach me next. Yes, of course we did. But a chateau here was most insistent. Once again, you brushed me aside and hoped that I abandoned my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you. All of you! Wah. Big tantrum. Please, Boosie. You shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Byogo is. That was Kokobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirk when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Kokobusi's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. This is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge, and I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. I shall take a shot. Give me a shot. Okay. I was hoping to make it a little further past this, but I am fading out really badly, like I said. It was always going to be a shorter one, but I was hoping to go for a little longer than this, but no. Unfortunately not. So I will be finishing stream at the moment. I shall find a raid target, because raiding is nice and fun. Who we got to raid? We shall look down for someone with ish views and speaks English and is not ahead of me in the MSQ. That, you know, it's a surprisingly difficult thing to do. Post Stormblood, looking out for what's you got going on. Yeah, this person seems good. I don't know. Copy that. That one's the raid button. Okay, so yeah, so if you've been watching and you've enjoyed what you've seen, consider dropping a follow. If you're already following and you want to support me in some way, consider joining my Discord. It's a thing. It's not the most active thing in the world, but it is my most active community. So we shall say hi to this person. We're gonna go do this raid. He is doing post Stormblood by the looks. And he is a hat. So let's go check that out. Farewell, everyone. I shall see you all tomorrow night. I might be a little late to stream tomorrow night. I have a party I'm going to, but I should still be on, regardless. Alright. we're hitting that raid button now, so have a nice day, morning, or afternoon, or whatever your time zone is.